What's going on? Mike Neumann here with Inside Natural Bodybuilding in Auburn, Washington at Katy Wayman White's personal training studio, Turning Point Studio. This place is called TPS here in Auburn, Washington. Quite the studio she's got here. We're having a little seminar here tonight as the competitors check in for the 2013 NANBF Columbia Classic. This is going to be a huge show. It's going to grow in the years to come. I got Moji Oluwa here representing Pro Lab as usual. Moji, what's the latest?
Latest is just, traveling, representing Pro Lab and MRI and just talking about their product and just get ready for the bodybuilding season.
Yeah, I think you're the busiest natural pro on the market. I mean, I don't think I know. I mean, I see who's doing what out there. Rico's pretty busy as well, but it seems like every single week you got something going on. What are some appearances you got coming up in the coming weeks? I
just came back from Miami from my project, my new project that I have going on. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
And I'm here today for the NANBF Columbia Classic, and then I'll be in Fresno next week for the Expos, and then I'll be doing my first pro show at the Muscle Mayhem show in Sacramento.
Yeah, we're all looking forward to that. You won that show last year, so you're looking to be the reigning champion again this year. Have you heard of anybody that's going to be competing in that show, and who do you think you got to worry about? Not that you have to worry about anybody, but I mean, who are some guys that you think you'll have to be on stage against in July?
Well, for me, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who shows up, who doesn't show up. We're all competitors,
yeah.
And the reason why we're all there is because we're pro. We're good at what we do. So I don't really look out for one person or two. I just do my prep. I'm my own biggest competitor. I compete against me when I get on stage. So the outcome of the show has nothing to do with who shows up or who doesn't show up. The judges will decide, and as long as I present my body the best that I can, and that's all that matters to me.
I'll tell you one guy I know is going to be there, Benny Mobley. I don't know if you ever competed against him or not before, but he's a physical presence. He's made his presence known at the pro show earlier this year. Have you gotten the chance to compete against him before?
Yeah, we actually, not the same class, but we actually were on stage together at the Kansas City last year. Okay. He came in, I think he came in 5th or 4th in his class, and so this year I think we're all going to be on stage together, and that's what this is all about.
Yeah.
Benny's a great friend of mine, and it's a great competition level, and we just all couldn't get on stage and do the best we can.
Yeah, I think Benny's made some improvements from last year. He wasn't happy with his conditioning last year, kind of lit a fire on him, and he's new and improved this year, so I think it's going to be, we'll see up its grass, but he's going to be one of the main competitors out there in Fresno, put on by Bob Bell and Tina Smith. The IFPA Pro USA is taking place, and Moji's going to come back to look to repeat the title. So what's going on with the Pro Lab? What supplements are we showing off today?
I mean, right now we have one of our best protein essential whey, basically post-workout, one of the best post-workout supplement on the market right now. It's it's almost zero sugar. It's 1 gram of sugar, less than 50 grams of sodium. It's only 3 grams of carbohydrates. So basically, you're trying to control your body fat, lean down, keep your muscle mass up. That's what you need. And right here we have glutamine. Everybody knows what glutamine is. And then we have BCAAs, and then we have beta-alanine as well. That's just it, because normally we have enlarged 3, which is one of my favorite.
Yeah.
I don't call it a weight gainer, I call it a mass gainer. So because it has very low sodium, very low sugar, I actually use this mass gainer when I'm getting ready for a show. People always tell me, how can you use a gainer as a prep for a show? That's how good it is. Bodybuilding.com actually rated the enlarged 3 9 out of 10. This year. So basically it tells me that it's the best gainer on the market right now. And obviously it meets my macro when I'm getting ready for a show, so I can use it and still be able to prep and look the way I want to look.
A lot of guys tend to focus. They count their macros. They count their proteins, fats, and carbs. You're one of the few pros that don't, right? You still haven't changed it. You just eat when you're hungry and watch your portion sizes. That's it, right?
Of course, because I came from a country where we don't care about macros. We don't care about numbers. We eat when we're hungry, and as long as we eat the food that we want to eat at the right time. Right. So I still use the same mentality with my bodybuilding prep. As long as I'm hungry, I eat when I'm hungry. Some days I'm more hungry because I'm more active. Some days I'm less active because I'm less active. So I just kind of listen to my body and look in the mirror. I don't weigh myself on the scale. I don't even know how much I weigh right now. I don't know what my body fat is. Yeah. So my main goal is looking that mirror, looking at what that mirror is telling me. I adjust my tweak. I tweak my diet according to the mirror, what the mirror is telling me. And when I work out, I listen to my body. Am I full? Am I soft? Am I flat? So whatever my workout tells me, I change my food along with that.
I see now. We said earlier in this interview that you're the busiest pro out there. How do you manage to stay so busy? I mean, it can't just be luck. I know you're a hard worker and all that stuff, but what advice can you give to other natural pros to help them get a sponsor and stay busy like you are?
I think one thing that I know, the reason why I'm this busy is because I'm in this sports all year round, 365 days a year. I don't have an off season. I don't believe in off season. I believe that if you're a bodybuilder, if you're a pro bodybuilder especially, you should portray that every single time because the amateurs are looking up to you. I mean, you finish a show and you show up 6 weeks later, you don't even look like you did a show 6 weeks before. Yeah. So my advice for them is that keep it consistent. Yeah. Keep it the same because you never know when that call is going to come. I get calls all the time. Oh, can you show up for a photo shoot in 2 days? Can you be here in 3 days? Can you go to a muscle and fitness shoot in 2 days? Because I'm ready. I know I can tell them I'm ready now. Yeah. I don't have to wait for 6 weeks to get ready because when they get you that call and you're not ready, they're moving to the next guy. Exactly. So for me, as a pro athlete and a pro bodybuilder, you have to portray that behavior every single time. And I think that's why a lot of people want me to guest pose at their shows because they know I'm not going to show up out of shape. They know I'm going to show up in the shape that I'm supposed to really entertain the crowd.
Yeah, I can understand that because I notice every time you make an appearance, you're always looking the part, and if you didn't look the part, they'd quit calling your name and quit calling you on the phone so much. One more question. I know Katy wants to get started here. You get the Miami Muscle. That's your new project going on. Explain to us what that is and what it's all about.
Yeah, basically Miami Muscle is a new project where is a tutorial for bodybuilders out there, and not just bodybuilders, for athletes in general that likes to work out. So what this project is teaching people how to work out the right way, most especially bodybuilders, because today I see videos all over the place. Yeah. Bodybuilders trying to be powerlifters. They're telling you about how much they bench press, how much they deadlift. For me, weights in bodybuilding is a tool. Is a tool that you use to build muscle. Is not what you use to move around. You just move weights around. And so Miami Muscle basically is a project where you can go on the website and basically look at the tutorial, subscribe to the website and download any exercise you want to download. And I'll be there with you in the gym explaining to you how your tempo is supposed to be, your angles, your weights that you need to be using. Listen to your body. You don't go into the gym and say, okay, today I'm going to lift 200 pounds, because every day is different. Some days you're 100% and some days you're 60%. So you train according to the feedback you're getting from your body. So that's what Miami Muscle is all about.
Doesn't get much better than that, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to get right with Moji, what's the website they can go check out?
They should check it out. My website is mojifitness.com and also miamimuscleusa.com.
Okay, where they have a bodybuilding figure and bikini fans. Until next time, this is Moji Oluwa, top IFPA pro. Look for him at the IFPA Pro USA. I'm Mike Neumann. This is Inside Natural Bodybuilding with Pro Lab. We're out of here. Thanks for watching.